Hello everyone, today should be a pretty quick video. I'm just going to show you how to create AD templates and how to um, um, make sure that every single user after them gets the exact same groups and home folders and any other special um, stuff that user may need in that OU. So today, I already got my Active Directory users and computers up. If you don't know how to get it, you just go to here to Tools and then go to Active Directory users and computers, and it'll come right up. And today, I've created a management OU here, and typically in my experience, management typically wants all the access to all the folders, all the groups and whatnot. And so that's the template that I'm going to make today. So I'm going to right click and say new user. And then I'm going to put in the last name here, I'm going to put management user template. And I'm just going to copy this and put it in the user login name. And I'm going to click on next. I'm going to choose password never expires. This is a password that I would put in here that you would never remember, because there's no reason for you to ever log in with this template into any client machine. There's no reason for you ever to use it, so you literally could put in a hash in there if you're worried about someone maybe getting access to it that shouldn't have access to it, and it would be perfectly fine. So I'm gonna just create an off-the-wall password, and we'll just go with that. Alright, so now we got the template, the beginnings of the template created. So now um, just want to verify everything here. I'm going to add in a description here, because when you're looking at this, and this OU tends to get bigger, and it most definitely will in environments. I'm going to put the description in there and make it, obviously painful that this is exactly what this is, so no one will ever change it or have any needs to change it. And that way everyone will know that this is a template. Next, I will go into the member of, and I'm going to add the accounting security group, customer service security group. I'm going to add human resources. I'm going to add information technology. I'm going to add in marketing, and of course your own organization will probably have more or less. It just depends on what your organization has, and so therefore, just for these purposes here, I'm just going to add these, and basically this is what you would want to do. Typically, like I said earlier, management would want to have access to all these departments. I guess that's a better term to use, because that's something that management would understand. They would want access to all these departments' folders, even though we recognize them as, as security groups and whatnot. So therefore, that is why using departments would probably be better if you're speaking with management. So let's go ahead and add all those here. And that's it. So I'm going to press OK here. And now you see it added all those security groups here. I want to say apply. Now I want to set in the home folder. I'm going to go to profile. I'm going to say connect to H. And then I'm going to go, just to show you how you get this. Go to server 4, go to users, and then we will copy this, put it in here, and then I'm going to add a variable called percentage username, and this is very important. Basically, if you don't do this and you put hard code it in there, it will always use whatever you hard coded when you go to copy this template. So using this, basically, if you don't do this, it will basically use whatever person's name that you've hard coded in here. However, if you use this variable like I'm showing you here, it will automatically put in whatever person name that you want to add in there, and you won't ever have to touch this again. So this is a very good way to use this for this template, is what I'm trying to explain. So we'll say apply and I'll click OK, and now we have our template made. So now I'm going to create a user. I'm just going to say copy, and my user is going to be called, and this is just a made-up user, mirrors. I'm going to say dmirrors, and we will we'll make sure the user changes their password at the next login, just to show you. And we'll say, we'll give this a generic. And that's all I want, and there, bam, it's already created. Simple as that. And now, let's see here. Yeah, now I want to show you that everything we create in a template, he would have. So let's look at the members or the groups that he's part of. So you can see that every single group here is everything that we put in the template. And now if you go over here to profile, you can see that it put in the UNC path correctly and has his name there without me having to do anything for that. So everything is set up there, and he's pretty much ready to log in. I mean, just that fast. So now let's go ahead and I'm going to start my other machine here, and I'm going to show you for the first time what it looks like. Alright, so I'm going to log in with that user. Emails. And of course, it's once it changes this password, it's fine. And we're logging in. That's the first time. And there we have it. So the next thing I want to verify is make sure that he has all those folders that we have implemented in there. I'm just giving it a second to. I can hear it's still loading on my machine, so I'm just giving it a second to catch up here. Alright. Guys, as you can see that David Mears has logged in here, and now you can see that he has access to all his folders. He has his home folder here. You can see that he has access to all these folders. Some of these are just plain empty. I'm just going to tell you now. And he has access to these and folders because he is part of these groups. So basically what we're doing here is that template creates all these all at once, and what it does, it just simplifies the process of a administrator. So when you go to create like a new manager, you already have all these folders, and each scenario is going to be different. This just depends on the company's design of the OUs. Because you could have an east, and you could have a west, you could have a north, and you could have a south regions that each manager would need to have access to each of those regions, where the other managers may not need access to those other regions. And you may want to create a template for each of those regions, and you may have multiple managers in that region. There's multiple scenarios, but the AD template is a great way to create a user really fast and give them lots of rights and permissions without having to go through and add each one individually right away. I also want to mention to make sure that when you create this template, and let's say it's a new OU, make sure you have all your group policies in place. Make sure that you have all your drive mappings in place, and if you have any item level targeting, make sure all that stuff is in place before you create this template, and everything should be good to go. It's always good to test this stuff out before you release this into mass production. I can't say it enough. You need to test, and then test some more. Is my theory, because you're always going to find something that is maybe a little bit off, or maybe something that you don't like. It's better to fix it in a test environment first before you release it out into mass production. And you might be getting heat. Maybe managers like, hey, what's going on here? This isn't working, and blah blah blah. I don't know. I don't know your scenario. However, I believe in test environments, and I believe that testing and testing and testing again to make sure everything is correct is the proper way to go about doing things. Guys, I hope you like this video, and I hope you hit the like, and hopefully you can share it too if you really liked it. If you have any questions or concerns, just leave them in the comment section below. And thank you guys. Have a good day.